Hey everybody, just waiting for a few more of y'all to come on. Just waiting for y'all to come on. We're gonna talk about this 6 figures in 6 months. I am out on the beach, staying for a few days, me and my family. Hey, woo! Hey y'all. Hey Alexandria. Hey Yolanda. This is gonna be a quick live, y'all. I just went live in my drop shipping group. So if you're in my drop shipping group, some of this is going to be the same thing, but I just want to talk to you all about how I made 6 figures in a 6-month period. From January up until June of this year, I hit 6 figures, which is over $100,000. Alexandria said, okay, I see you. Hey, Shakina, hopefully I'm saying your name right. But I'm gonna go ahead, y'all. I don't want this live to be too long. I want to talk to y'all about this 6 figures. Let me show this view one more time and then I'll go ahead and get started. I'm out on the balcony enjoying my view. Hey Angelisa, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Alright, I'll go ahead and start. Now let me turn this back around. Okay, hey y'all. So I want to talk to y'all about how I hit 6. I'm sorry, I'm getting a notification. Okay, I want to talk to you all how I hit 6 figures in 6 months. And I was just live in my drop shipping group. And I just want to talk to you all about mindset. If y'all follow me, y'all have seen me before, and I'm always talking about mindset. And I told the people in my drop shipping group, your mind is like a muscle, and the more you train it, the stronger it will become. Your mind is like a muscle, and the more you train it, the stronger it will become. So that really means the more you learn, the more information you have, the stronger you'll become, because your mind controls everything, and the better you will be. So this is how I got to 6 figures. I changed my mindset. Now, I know a lot of people don't know me, even though most of you do. My name is April Skinner. I'm now a full-time online entrepreneur. I've been online consistently, and I say consistently all the time because a lot of people are not consistent, and that's why they don't get results. But I've been online consistently now for the past 3 years. My 2nd year hitting 6 figures for the year, over 6 figures. And then this year, 2020, during a pandemic, y'all. During a pandemic, God is good. I hit 6 figures in a 6-month period. And it all started with my mindset, my mind shifting. Now, most of you all know I do drop shipping. That is where a lot of my money comes from. For those who are not familiar with drop shipping, I know some of you all are, but it's just a matter of you having access to vendors and wholesalers, and you're able to get items for a low cost. And I have vendors and wholesalers in my drop shipping group, and you're able to turn around and flip those items on multiple different platforms, and you're able to make profit that way. For example, if you get something from the vendor for $30, you sell it for $100, boom, you made $70. That's one item. And you can do this multiple different times on multiple different platforms. So you all know I drop ship, and now I coach and I mentor and I train people to scale their business, fire their boss. So if that's something that you want to do, I'm there to help with that as well. But I say it all started with my mindset, y'all, because previously when I was living paycheck to paycheck, I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. When I didn't have no money, when I was broke, busted, and disgusted, I was, working my job or whatever. I had the mindset of, I'm not going to invest any money. I shouldn't have to invest any money. I shouldn't have to invest in this training and that training and coaching or whatever. And that's when my account was in a negative. That's when I didn't have any money. That's when I was still working a job. But when I finally decided enough is enough, I want to fire my boss. I want to have time freedom and financial freedom. I want to travel and do what I want when I want and not have to answer to anybody. When I made up my mind and I started investing into coaching and I started investing into training, then that's when my mind changed, my mindset changed. That's when my bank account changed. And that's how I was able to not have to work anymore. And now I'm a full-time entrepreneur. So I just want to encourage somebody today, because a lot of times people, and I broke it down in my dropshipping group, a lot of times people don't understand the importance of your mindset and investing. And again, your mind is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it's going to become. Again, meaning the more you learn, the more you earn, and the better off you're going to be. Because what do they say? When you know better, you do better. And then also, I want to talk about investing. A lot of times, not investing is going to keep you complacent. It's going to keep you in the same place that you're in. It's going to keep you not being where you want to be. And I say that because a lot of people are so scared to invest. And you cannot, I told my people in my dropshipping group, you cannot free your way, which is FREE. You cannot free your way to six figures. I got to where I am because I invested into trainings, I invested into coachings, because I was sick and tired of my situation, tired of my, account being in the negative, tired of not being able to do things that I wanted to do, travel when I wanted, do what I wanted. And because I invested, the more I learned, the more information I knew, the more I was able to earn. So hopefully that's making sense. And you have to, the analogy I use with investing is the same thing when you invest to go to school, to get a degree or to get a certification. Nobody's school that I know of is going to give you a certification, definitely not a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, for free. So it's the same thing. And know that when you're investing online, you're investing in people that have already invested, and they're not going to just give you anything for free. And I'm just keeping it real with y'all, trying to help you all, because most people want to know, how did I get to six figures in 6 months? That's how I learned. The more I learned, the more I invested, and the more I learned, the more I earned. And it's really that simple. But do I have any questions? Because again, I just want to help somebody. My goal and my passion is to help people, again, if they want to not have to work a job, to be their own boss, to fire their boss, and to be a full-time entrepreneur. And trust me, because I went down the same path, I know the blueprint and the strategy that you need to do to get you there. That is my goal, and that is my passion. And I also want to say, Alexandria said, yes, 6 figures loading. I know that's right. I also want to say, don't get complacent with the money that you make on your job. And I say that because when my last job that I had, I was making almost $30 per hour. And a lot of people they like, $30 per hour, I'm good. I still wasn't good with that, because I knew God had more for me. So I said that to say this: with the amount of money that I was making, it wasn't 30 per hour, it was almost 30 per hour. And I'm just keeping it all the way real with y'all, because a lot of people, they think they got the good government job or the good job making $30 per hour, or even 6 figures for that matter, and they feel like, oh, I'm good. No, because you still don't have your time freedom, and you still don't have financial freedom, because you're not able to, you're still at a block. Somebody is still controlling your money, if that makes sense. But when you're your own boss, you write your own paycheck, because it's a matter of what you know and what you do to get the income that you want to make. So back to me, when I was my last job that I was working, I was making, I think it was almost 27 per hour. So I was bringing home, and I'm just keeping it all the way real with y'all, $3,500 per month, which is $3,500 per month now. Now, a lot of people, they think that's good. Oh, I'm making, almost 30,000, almost $30 an hour, and I'm bringing home, $3,500. I'm straight. Now, this was after taxes, after my, insurance and all that stuff that came out. But I'm glad I did not let that get me complacent or keep me, stuck and okay in that situation, because but this year I've hit over $10,000 every month. Majority of the months now consistently being over 20,000. And the last 30 days before this 30 days, it was, y'all see, I post my results all the time. It was 40,000. And then this last 30 days, 60,000. So I said all that to say this. Had I been complacent and okay with almost making $30 per hour on my job, I wouldn't now be consistently making over $20,000 per month. And not only that, I would not have helped 7 people be able to leave their job, fire their boss, and not have to work, and for them to have time freedom and financial freedom. Because my goal is not only for me to win, have time freedom, and make money and be a full-time entrepreneur. I want to help multiple other people do the same. And had I been okay and complacent with the money that I was making, I'll still be, number one, broke, because I'll be living paycheck to paycheck. When you have one source of income, you're living paycheck to paycheck, because God forbid if you get fired, God forbid if you get laid off, God forbid, you know, if your company shut down, anything happening. Y'all see what happened with the pandemic and COVID. A lot of people lost their job. I mean, millions of people filed for unemployment. So, I mean, we just got to sit back and think about that. So, God forbid if you're okay with your income and something happens to that one stream of income, you're done. So don't ever put yourself in the predicament or the situation where you're solely reliant on one income. And I always use the analogy, it's like you having a table. If you got 4 legs, you good. If one leg break, you know, you kind of wobbling, but the table is still maybe able to stand. But if you got one leg under a table and that leg break, or somebody pull that leg, that's it. The table is going to fall. And that's how you should be thinking about your income and your finances. Y'all know I preach multiple streams of income. I preach leveling up. I preach bossing up, because I truly want to see people win and make money. And you cannot free your way to 6 figures. You cannot YouTube your way to 6 figures. You're going to have to invest in trainings, because the more you learn, the more you earn. You're going to have to invest in coachings and mentors, because if, like I said on my live the other day, if you see somebody living the life you want, making the amount of money that you want to make, why not reach out to them? It just makes sense. I got coaches now, y'all, even at the level that I'm at, and I told y'all I just hit $60,000, consistently $20,000, and I said 10,000. I think I made 10,000 in January. I made like 16,000 in February, and then March on, it's been over $20,000, y'all, this whole year. And I still, to this day, have coaches and mentors. You know why? Because I don't want to ever have to go back to working for somebody else. Once you experience time freedom, especially time freedom, it's not even about the money. Now, the money is great, don't get me wrong, but the freedom is what I was going after. The freedom to not have to set an alarm clock, the freedom to be my own boss, the freedom to be there for my kids and not have to ask my employer, can I not come in today because my child is sick. The freedom, I don't have to answer to anybody. And I'm not bragging or boasting, y'all. It is a blessing. And I'm telling y'all how I got to 6 figures in 6 months. That's how. I've invested in trainings. I've invested in coaching. And I'm not talking about $100, $200, $500, even $1,000. I'm talking about I've spent, and I told my dropshipping group, over $20,000 or more. Most people think, oh, I spent 100 on this or 200 on that, I'm done. It doesn't work for me. No, you're not working it. You have to stay consistent until you get the results you want. A lot of you all give up on yourself too quickly, and you should stop doing that. You give up on yourself too quickly and you miss your blessing, because God has so much in store for you. And just imagine if I would have been okay and complacent. Just imagine if I would have gave up a long time ago. I'll still be working a job that I didn't want to work. And like I was telling my group, it's not that I didn't like my last job that I had. It was the most money I ever made. Like I said, almost $30 per hour. But it's not that I didn't like my job. I liked my job. It was okay. But I wanted the freedom. I wanted time freedom, and again, financial freedom. So don't let your paycheck that you're making at your job, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I want to help somebody and I'm speaking to somebody. Don't let your paycheck that you're making at your job keep you complacent. Because again, if I would have been okay with making $3,500 per month from my employer, I would not now be making over $20,000 per month. I definitely want to hit six figures, over 100,000 in 6 months. 6 months, y'all. Think about it. When I was working, my yearly salary was, I think it was like 57,000, 56,000, something like that. I don't know. I try to forget now. But it was over 50,000. But I said that to say this. If I hit 6 figures in a 6-month period, I made double what I made on my job in half of the amount of time. God is good, and the same thing can happen for you all too. And I'm telling you all, I tell you over and over again, how did you do it? How are you doing it? I invested in coachings, trainings, and I stayed consistent. A lot of you give up so quick. Stop giving up on yourself. If you don't go hard for yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, who will? And it's not only about you, it's about those who are assigned to you for you to help. Again, if I gave up when I wasn't getting the results that I want a long time ago and then stay consistent, I would not have helped 7 people to be able to leave their job. I would not have helped multiple people making $1,000 per week, not a month, per week. So if I would have gave up, I wouldn't be able to help those people. So I want to encourage you all. Again, I'm just speaking to the people who are tired of living paycheck to paycheck, if you are, who wants to fire their boss, who wants more, who wants the time freedom. Again, some people have the money, but you work a job and you don't have a freedom. I know a lot of people that make 6 figures, but they don't have no time freedom. They got to keep their phone on them, or they got to work. They got to go in Monday through Friday. You still don't have the freedom. So I'm talking to the people who want time freedom and financial freedom. How are you going to get there? You want to follow people, and I tell y'all, even if it's not me, follow people who are having success online, who are building their business online. Follow people who are doing what you want to do. You're going to have to invest into training. You're going to have to invest into coaching, and you're going to have to be okay with it, because trying to be free or only wanting to invest, X amount of dollars is not going to get you there. And I'm just being honest with you. And I said, I'm going to end it on this. When I didn't want to invest, and it's not that I didn't have the concept, because some people don't have the concept of investing, and that's why I try to break it down. The concept of investing, of why I got to pay to make money online, why I got to invest in coaching and training, the same reason why you got to pay when you go to school. You can't go to school and learn and get a certification or get a degree for free, period. Or when you go into a store, you can't go into the store, try to go on Walmart, try to go on Target and take everything you want for free and walk out and watch what happens. Let me know what happened. I'm just keeping it real. So it's the same thing with online and coachings and trainings. We invested, people that you see like me, I'm telling y'all, I've spent thousands of dollars. And when I say $20,000, that's on the low end. I probably spent more. But like I said, every single dime that I've invested in coachings and trainings, it was worth it. For me to not have to punch a clock, for me to have time freedom, for me to be a full-time mom, for me to be a full-time wife, for me to be able to do what I want, for me to now make over $20,000 consistently per month, it was worth every dime that I've invested. And I want to help you all do the same. So that's how I got to 6 figures. I used to be broke, living paycheck to paycheck. Even when I was making the amount of money that I was making on my last job, I was still living paycheck to paycheck, still robbing Peter to pay Paul. And had I not did what I had to do, had I not got serious, had I not changed my mindset, again, if you don't take anything from this live, remember that your mind is like a muscle. The more you train it, the more you feed it, the more you learn, the better you're going to be, the stronger you're going to be. Because when you know better, you do better. You are better. You'll get better. You'll have better. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, please drop a 1. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm trying to help somebody on today, because I had people that, talk to me and to help me, and that's how I'm at where I'm at. You got to change your mindset. I had a broken mindset. Oh, I shouldn't have to invest. I'm not going to invest. I'm not getting this training. I'm not getting that training. This is taking too long. And had I not changed my mindset again, I would still be working the job that I really didn't want to work because I didn't have the time freedom, and I would still be in the same place. Change your mindset, you'll change your life. Invest, learn. I say it all the time. The more you learn, the more you're going to earn, literally. Change your mindset and you'll change your life. And that is how I got to 6 figures in 6 months. I changed my mindset. I invested into trainings and I invested into coachings. And what's crazy is when I wasn't investing into trainings and coachings, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was broke. I was, frustrated or whatever. I could spend money on, we spend money on what we want to spend money on. Things that are not going to return us any money, like hair, clothes, whatever. When I started investing into coachings, into trainings, now I have way more money than I previously had. Go figure. So hopefully this live has helped somebody. I'm about to hop off and finish enjoying my getaway. We're out here for a few days. That's the beauty of the kids being online. I don't know where y'all are. I'm in Virginia, and my kids are in, they're doing online school now because of the pandemic or COVID or whatever. So I told them get their laptops, and we're staying out on the beach for a few days. And that's the beauty of time freedom. Things I wouldn't be able to do if I was still working a 9 to 5. But do I have any questions? And for those of you who have asked about the drop shipping, my drop shipping training, I have multiple different trainings. My drop shipping training, you definitely want to get it because the price will be going up. It's on sale right now. But if I don't have any questions, I'm about to get off this live. Hopefully I helped you. Hopefully I've inspired you. If you found some value, share it. Drop some hearts or something below. And I will talk to you all later. I'm going to show y'all this view one more time. I'm about to get me something to eat. I see you, Angelisa. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. I be jacking people's names up. Inbox me. Inbox me, hon. I'm trying to see if I have any questions. Angelisa said, yes, April, this virtual learning with 3 kids is hard when you got to work. Yeah, y'all, I'm telling y'all, oh my God. Let me turn this around. Y'all see this view though? Okay, for those of you, let's talk about it. For those of you who are doing virtual learning, online learning, whatever you want to call, I put my hats off to you for those of you who are doing it and still working, because that's another thing. I couldn't imagine, y'all. I have 4 kids. For those who've been following me for a while, I know I have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. My 2 oldest, they're in high school. My baby girl, she's in middle school. And my baby boy, there's so many kids, y'all. My baby boy, he's in elementary. But I said all that to say this. I could not imagine having 2 in high school, 1 in middle school, 1 in elementary, definitely the 1 in elementary, and still working, y'all, because you pretty much got to help them with their work, help them get through. So it is hard. So that's why you do things and stay consistent to where you don't have to work and you have the, time freedom. Things like, simple things like that. Like I don't have to work. I can, help my kids, especially now the older kids, they pretty much got it now. But my baby boy, this is a lot for him. He's in 2nd grade and he's doing classes online. So, really, y'all, it's things like that. This is why it's my goal, like I said, to help people, to coach them to get to the level that they want to get to. Does it cost when I coach you? Yes, I paid for coaching. Look where I'm at. Think about that. And, that's the thing. When you see coaches or mentors, whatever you want to call it, tomatoes, coaches, mentors, that you want to reach out to, and they have a fee. Like I said, even if it's not me, reach out to somebody if you're not where you want to be. Because if you're not where you want to be, and you don't do anything, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change if nothing changes. And that's just what it is. So you got to reach out to coaches. You got to reach out to mentors. Definitely take, trainings. The more, like I said, you learn, the more you're going to earn. And you can get there. If I did it, you can too. Like I say all the time, God has no respect to person. What he's done for me and many others, he'll do the same for you. And again, it goes back to your mindset. Believe in yourself. I always knew that I would have the life that I wanted. I would make the money that I wanted. You know, I would be my own boss because I believed it. A lot of y'all probably look at me now, even if I'm showing, you know, screenshots. I've even showed my live bank account when I had, now I got more, but when I had over $50,000 sitting in my account, some people still don't believe that they can do it. It shouldn't be a matter of y'all believing me, because I show y'all all the time. Like I said, I've even went live showing y'all over $50,000 sitting in my bank account. But that I knew that I could do it. If I did what I had to do, you know, investing in training, investing in coaching, and stayed consistent. But I said all that to say this. A lot of y'all don't even believe that y'all can do it. When I say $10,000 a month, y'all might think, okay, yeah, maybe I might can do that. But when I say $20,000 per month, $60,000 per month, that's like going way over y'all head. Why not? If God is giving other people the ability to make $20,000 per month, $60,000 per month. I know people that make $100,000 per month. I know some people that make $1 million per month. And why can't he do it for you? Y'all don't know the God I serve. And if y'all don't believe in God, this live is not for you. But y'all don't know the God that I serve. And if God did it for others, he's going to do the same for me. If I stay consistent, if I do what I have to do. That's just the type of person I am. I don't mind investing. If I had the chance to talk to Tyler Perry or Oprah and I had to pay them $15,000 or $20,000 or whatever, I would pay it. You know why? Why not? They're billionaires. I don't mind investing because I know the more I learn, the more I'm going to earn. And if they're where they at, surely they can help me. Even if I don't get to their level, I'll be better off than where I am now. Do y'all feel what I'm saying? If that makes sense, drop a 2. You have to change your mindset. When you change your mindset, I'm telling you, you're going to change your life. Do not be scared of investing. I broke that down. I don't know how simpler I can break it down anymore. You got it. Nothing is free. Nothing in life is free. You got to invest in school. If you go to school, you got to invest. And the crazy thing is, I know people that has hundreds of thousands of dollars in debts with no degree, working at Walmart or somewhere like that, or working a job not in their field, and got all that debt. Now they can't get houses. The credit jacked up. They can't pay the debt. I mean, really? Let's talk about it. For real, for real. So you have to invest. But still, they invested in school to, you know, to learn. You got to invest. Again, what store are you going to go in and get something if you don't pay any money? If you want something, you got to pay for it. Point blank, period. I keep it real. I don't sugarcoat anything. And that's what it is. If you want, you know, any of my coachings or any of my training, yes, you do have to pay. Do y'all see how much I'm telling y'all I paid? And I probably paid more than $20,000 in different coaches and different trainings to learn the information, to be able to put a training together to help you, you know, make more money, or to coach you. Nobody coached me for free. So if you change your mindset, you are going to change your life. I cannot stress that enough. Learn to invest. Always, you know, want to be better. Always be striving to be better, to learn more. Because the more you learn, the better you're going to be, and the more you're going to earn. And not only that, like I said, you're going to be able to help other people. Again, if I would have been okay and complacent with the money that I was making, I would not have helped the amount of people that I have helped. And you can do the same thing too. What God does for one, he would trust me. He would do it for others. He would do it for you, you, and you. He'll do it for you, Tammy, Shantae, Sabrina, Tanya, Angelisa, all these people up here. I'm not blowing smoke. I'm keeping it real, y'all. And I'm telling y'all what I had to do. You cannot free your way to 6 figures. You cannot YouTube your way to 6 figures. And you definitely need a coach or a mentor to guide you. It just makes sense. If that makes sense, drop a 3. It makes sense. Why not? I have coaches now that I still pay at the level that I'm at. And I'll continue to invest. You know why? Because I don't want to ever have to go back to working a job. And there's nothing wrong with a job. Don't get me wrong. I'm never bashing a job. A job is just not for me because I want time freedom. Like I said, I want to be able to be there for my kids and not have to ask somebody, can I get a day off, or can I not come in because my child is sick. I want to be able, if I want to get up and go stay somewhere, I can go. I don't have to request time off. So this live is for the people that want what I wanted. Because now I got it, and I'm telling y'all how I did it. I started with drop shipping. I tell y'all my story all the time. Those who have been following me, I started drop shipping on eBay, and I was real good with it. I'm real good with knowing what products sell on eBay, not just eBay, anything. I'm just good with it. So I started a training. Y'all know I have a drop shipping training, and I have in my training, you know, how you drop ship on eBay and multiple platforms, trending and suggested items to sell, how to get your seller's permit. Like, I got all of that in there, but it all started with me investing into training, into coaching to, you know, start drop shipping on eBay. Then I started my own group, and I invested into coaching to show me how to scale my business, level up. But y'all get what I'm saying. But pretty much I had to invest, period. And I went through the training. A lot of people get trainings, they don't go through the training, then they'll say, oh, the training didn't work. No, the training worked, you didn't work it. Or, you know, it doesn't work. Yes, it works, you didn't stay consistent. Again, you may not see the results that you want within it. I can't, like, some people really give up in like 2 days or a week or something. Like, really? Imagine if I would have gave up a long time ago. Like I said, been doing this now for 3 years consistently, but trying to be an entrepreneur, I've been trying and attempting and playing with it for a long time. And when I was playing with it and when I wasn't serious, I wasn't getting the results that I wanted because I wasn't doing the work that I was supposed to do, but I knew it was me. It was all me. And a lot of times we got to learn to take responsibility for ourselves. You got to figure out what the problem is. And if you know you're not doing what you're supposed to do, fix it and do what you have to do to get to where you want to get to. Because a lot of people won't even say, oh yeah, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I knew I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, and that's why I wasn't getting the results that I wanted, and that's why I was still working a job that I didn't want to work. That's why I was still living paycheck to paycheck. That's why my account was still in the negative, because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. I would get trainings. I got past the investing part. I would get trainings, but I wasn't going through the training. And I'm not going to say people wonder why they don't get the results. I knew I wasn't getting the results because you ain't doing nothing that the training is saying. That anybody knows, if you have my trainings, I tell y'all step by step. Because I'm the type of person, I want you to tell me, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that. And if you go through any training that I have, step by step, and implement, meaning do what I'm telling you to do, you're going to make money, period. Now, if you get a training and you just pay for the training and you do absolutely nothing that I suggested, you're not going to make any money. I mean, that's just common sense. So we gotta, we gotta keep it real and say, what we're doing, what we haven't do, and know that is a result of why we are where we are. And now we got to do what we got to do to get to where we want to get to. Does that make sense? And I'm telling y'all because I've been there and I've done that when I wasn't serious. And then when I got serious, I'm like, I can't, this not for me. Getting in trouble because your child is sick and you got to call out. Like, really, how do you plan your child being sick? It's not scheduled. Really? How do you plan your child being sick or you being sick? And I'm like, no, this is not for me. And then I don't like waking up early in the morning sometimes. That was another thing. So when I'm like, look, I'm tired, I'm going to do whatever I got to do. Like I said, investing into training and coaches. Coaches telling me you need to do this, you need to do that, make sure you do this. I did everything that they said do. And that's how I've gotten the results that I got. 6 figures, y'all, in 6 months. Again, I'm going to end this live. I said that earlier, but I don't know who I'm talking to, but hopefully you receive it. This live may not be for everybody, but if this live is for you, take heed to what I'm saying and do what you got to do. If you do, I promise you this live is going to change your life. So, number one, if you don't remember anything else from this live, number one, remember your mind. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it's going to be. Change your mindset. Number 2, change your mindset. You'll change your life. Number 3, know that any business, whether it's online, offline, any business, a bird flew up here. Any business, you're going to have to invest, period. There's no 6-figure earner, definitely millionaire, definitely 6-figure earner, anybody. that is making X amount of dollars and have not invested. So you're going to have to invest. Anything else you want, you pay for it. And I'm not, being sarcastic. That was me. If I wanted something, I paid for it. So I wanted the knowledge, training, information, coaching. I paid for it. You're going to have to invest. You cannot free your way to six figures, which means you cannot get free information. Free information is only going to give you so much. And I'm just keeping it real. That's why a lot of times I don't give out free information, because it's not going to help you to the magnitude that you want it to help you, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, y'all? If it makes sense, drop some emojis or something. I'm really trying to help people. You cannot free your way to six figures. You cannot YouTube your way to six figures, but you can invest in trainings, and you can invest into coachings and follow, people that are doing what it is that you want to do. That's what I did. You want six figures in 6 months? Definitely, I'm not even going to say that is a stretch. It can be done. Like I said, God can do anything. But definitely, if you want to make six figures in a year, I pretty much told you what you need to do. Now, whether you do any of my trainings or somebody else, do something. Just don't continue to do the same thing, because doing the same thing is going to get you the same results. And that's another thing. I'm glad that God gave me that point. Don't feel like, oh, I invested in, this training or that training and I'm not investing no more. Nope. Like I told y'all, how many times have I've invested multiple different times, and each training has taught me something. Multiple coaches. Each coach has taught me something. So don't feel like, oh, this not for me. I'm not investing any more money. Because again, that's going to keep you where you are. Whether you're working a job, it's going to keep you at your job. You may not even be working a job. If you got two people in your house and one source of income, even if you don't work, it's going to keep you at one source of income. Or even if you're not working and you get money, however, you're not going to have more money. It's going to keep you at the same place. So hopefully that makes sense. Change your mindset. You'll change your life. What in the world? It's some birds, y'all. They scared me. Don't be scared to invest, because the more you learn, the more you'll earn, number one. And then number two, anything that you want, you have to pay for. Period. You can't go into a store and get anything for free. You can't go to a college and get a degree or a certification for free. Trust me, I know, because my last job, I paid some money, a lot of money to get the certification that I got. It was not free. I wanted it. I invested, and I went through, the education piece, and I got it. Same thing with entrepreneurship. Invest into training, invest into coaching. Don't just invest. Do what it is that is saying to be implemented to get the results that you want. Ultimately, this is for you and your family. And that's another thing. Don't feel like you're giving me or anybody that you invest in money. This is for you, for yourself. Again, it all starts with the mindset. Had I had that mindset, somebody's calling me all the time when I'm online. Had I had that mindset, again, I would still be in the same place. If I said, oh, I ain't paying for her training and giving her no money, that wasn't for her or him. It was for me. Because had I not did it, I would still be in the same place. Again, working a job that I wasn't happy at. I'm not going to say, like I said, I didn't like my last job. It was okay. But it wasn't the life that I wanted for me and for my family. So hopefully all this makes sense. Share this if you got some value. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help. I hope you all have today's Saturday, an amazing Saturday. As I always say, y'all be a blessing to somebody, and in return, you'll be blessed. I hope this live has helped you. I went over multiple different points that should help you take action and get to the next level in life of where you want to be. Not just for you. If it's you by yourself, some people are single, no kids, for you. Or, you got children, for you and your kids, or your husband, or boo thing, or wife, or boo thing, for you and your family. Because my goal and my passion is to help many others. Like I said, I've already helped 7 people be able to leave their job. Multiple people are making money, and I want to help many more. But that is it. This live is way longer than I wanted it to be. I'm going to get off this live. I hope you all have an amazing Saturday. Be a blessing to somebody, and in return, you'll be blessed. Love y'all. Bye.